Hello everyone, my name is Konstantin Bulatov and I am the Chief Technology Officer at OCR Studio, an international technology company focusing on AI-powered document scanning and verification solutions. Today we are continuing our series of webinars on secure document scanning technologies. So firstly, a little bit about who we are. OCR Studio is an international AI company that develops computer vision technologies for quick and reliable data extraction from various real-world objects. Our expertise, though, is centered around identity documents, such as passports, ID cards, driver's licenses, visas, and documents like that. We serve industries where reliable document processing is critical. So first of all, it is banking, fintech, public sector, telecom, travel, hospitality. When we design our products, we follow a set of core principles. Accuracy and speed. Document scanning must be both highly precise and instant. Data security. We deal with sensitive information, sensitive documents, and such private information should never be transmitted. That's why our technologies are designed for local, on-device, or on-premises processing. And cross-platform availability. Customers should be able to run the same functions across all their environments, be it a mobile application, web page, or back-office system. Today, in this webinar, we would like to talk to you about one of the most important documents in identity verification space, the passport. Passports have existed in one form or another for over 2,000 years. The earliest known examples come from ancient Persia, where letters of safe passage allowed officials to travel between provinces. In medieval Europe and medieval Islamic world, similar documents were used to prove status or ensure safe travel. In England, as early as 1414, the king had the right to issue safe conduct documents, which allowed individuals to move safely across territories. These were not passports in the modern sense, but served as their precursors. And by the 16th century, passports began to be issued more systematically in England. In 1540, this practice was efficiently managed by the Privy Council, and the term passport entered the English language, derived from the French passeport, meaning to pass through a port. During the 19th century, with industrialization and the growth of international travel, passports became increasingly common. However, they were not still mandatory. With the outbreak of World War I in 1914, France, Germany, and Italy first required passports for cross-border travel. This requirement quickly spread to other countries, including neutral states such as Spain, Denmark, and Switzerland. In 1920, the League of Nations established the first international passport standards, introducing the booklet format, which we all know, with standardized fields and space for visas. Later, the ICAO, International Civil Aviation Organization, assumed responsibility for global passport specifications, including machine-readable formats and biometric e-passports with RFID chips. When we talk about a modern passport, we are no longer describing a simple booklet with a photograph. A modern passport is a multi-layered, secure document designed both for human inspection and automated digital verification. It combines three main elements. First is the visual inspection zone, sometimes abbreviated as VIZ, which contains the photo, personal details, name, nationality, date of birth, name of the issuing authority, etc., and visible security features like holograms and microtext. Second is the machine-readable zone, or MRZ, which is defined by ICAO standardizing documents. This zone contains essential data, which is passport issuer, name of the holder, document number, nationality, birth date, gender, and expiry date, in a standardized format, including control digits to guarantee data integrity. Finally, some passports today include an RFID chip, which is a cryptographically secured element that stores biometric information such as the official photo, fingerprints, sometimes even iris data, apart from the duplication of personal data details. This three-layered structure makes the passport one of the most secure and globally trusted identity documents. Passports are complex documents, and different organizations across different industries need reliable tools to automatically extract and verify passport information. And this is exactly what OCR Studio provides. We provide technologies that cover all aspects of passport scanning and verification. Our product range to do this includes OCR MRZ scan, which performs scanning of machine-readable zones, the standardized core of all international passports, as well as many IDs and visas and residence permits and more. OCR ID scan, which enables comprehensive passport scanning. It automatically identifies the passport type and its version, captures not only MRZ, but also all fields of the visual inspection zone, including fields in national languages, for example, and allows to read the contents of the RFID chip. And OCR ID Verify, which provides validation, cross-verification of the passport security features, compares the duplicated data fields from MRZ, visual inspection zone, and RFID chip, ensures consistency of face information between the visual passport page and the RFID chip, as well as external selfie images. And it detects signs of forgery and digital manipulation. These modules can be combined into a single integrated solution, which then can be used by banks for KYC process for onboarding, by airlines for passenger identity verification, by telecom operators for SIM card registration, for example, by e-government platforms for secure access and user authentication, and in many different other use cases. In the next sections, we will look at each of our products in detail. So, first, the machine-readable zone, the MRZ. One of the most important elements of the passport, standardized by the International Civil Aviation Organization. It contains essential data such as the holder's name, nationality, date of birth, document expiration date, and so on. It also includes several check digits, which helps to control integrity of the scanned information. MRZ was introduced so that passports could be read automatically by specialized scanners. In modern times, however, passports need to be read on the fly, not only with specialized scanners, but with smartphones, smartphone cameras, and other user-defined hardware. Our OCR MRZ scan technology is designed to work with real-world images captured on smartphones or on webcams, even under imperfect conditions, bent pages, shadows, glare, or low light. Our software checks and ensures compliance with ICAO standards, validates check digits, and can extract passport bearer's photo as well in order to perform further comparison. To demonstrate how it works, I will be using OCR Studio demo application for mobile devices. And firstly, to emphasize that no data ever leaves the device, the processing is happening fully offline. Let me turn on the airplane mode. So, to scan the MRZ, we simply present it to the camera and very, very quickly, instantly, you will receive the results, so the extracted photo of the passport owner and the machine-readable zone along with all the fields which can be extracted from this zone according to its standardized format. Apart from passports, you can also read MRZ on other documents, such as, for example, this ID card. Again, it extracts the machine-readable zone lines and all the constituent fields. That's it. Very quickly, very accurately, and without transmitting data anywhere. While MRZ gives you critical structured data, advanced use cases often require more. Full visual data, names in the national language, additional government-issued personal identification numbers, such as tax numbers, for example, issuing authority details, and more. Even something as basic as passport's issue date is not included in the MRZ according to international standards and can only be accessed from the visual inspection zone. OCR ID scan is capable of extracting all data from passports, as well as other identity documents such as national ID cards, driver's licenses, residence permits, and more. Our passport scanner supports 250 plus passport issuers, handling ordinary, biometric, diplomatic, temporary, and other types of passports with data fields in over 100 languages, including the ones using Latin characters, Cyrillic alphabet, Greek, Arabic, Chinese, etc. In addition to main passport pages, it also accurately scans and recognizes visa stickers. It maintains stable performance under uneven lighting, as our OCR MRZ scan, excessive illumination or darkness, and other tough capturing conditions. OCR ID scan, as all our products, is designed with data security and privacy in mind. So all processing, as always, is performed entirely on-premise or on-device, fully complying with personal data protection regulations. No sensitive information needs to be transmitted externally, ensuring that document data remains secure at all times. Thus, OCR ID scan enables automatic and autonomous passport scanning across all platforms, smartphones, desktop computers, or servers. So, to demonstrate how it works, I'll be using the same application and the same passport, but I will select not MRZ, but the scanning of passports. And now we can extract the information not only from the MRZ, but from the visual inspection zone as well. So we again see the photo, but now also all the fields, including in Arabic, because this is a passport of United Arab Emirates, along with the machine-readable zone as well. So again, almost as instantly as MRZ scanning, but now it also extracts all the information which is written on the main passport page. So far, we have focused on data extraction, reading MRZ, recognizing the visual inspection zone, and handling multiple languages and document types. That is the foundation, making sure you can capture the information quickly and accurately. But of course, reading a passport is not enough. Document may contain all the right fields, but it could still be altered, manipulated with, or even fabricated. This is where OCR ID Verify comes in. This technology allows not only to extract the passport's data, but also detect its validity and authenticity features. It includes multiple groups of checks. First is format and validity, so verifying dates, numbers, field structures. Cross-validation, which is comparing data between MRZ, Visual Inspection Zone, and RFID. Font and printing analysis, detecting deviations from known templates which should be used on this particular document type. Anti-faux Photoshop detection, identifying image file tampering, retouching, or insertions. Presentation attack detection, which is distinguishing a real live document from a photo, screen image, or a copy. And finally, for use cases where specialized hardware, imaging hardware is available, multispectral checks, which verify security features not only in the optical range, but also under UV light and in the infrared. With OCR ID Verify, customers can protect themselves from fraud, whether it's a simple photocopy or a sophisticated forged document. So, what do we actually mean when we talk about full multi-level passport scanning? Imagine this process. It starts with the machine-readable zone. We scan the passport and extract the MRZ, not only to get the basic information, but also to generate the NFC access key using the procedure established in the international standard, which governs the passport's RFID chip. This key allows us to establish a secure connection with the chip inside the passport. Once the connection is established, we read and decrypt the content of the chip. At this stage, it is essential to confirm that the chip was issued and digitally signed by a legitimate authority. Only after this validation can we reliably use the data from the chip. We extract both biometric photograph from the RFID chip and the textual records of the passport holder. To proceed further, we should now use the data extracted from the visual inspection zone of the passport during its scanning. Of course, it is prudent to use the data only if there are no visible fraud features or presentation attacks detected using the analysis of the passport's visual inspection zone. Next comes a series of cross-checks. So we compare the information from the visual inspection zone, the MRZ, and the chip to make sure they are fully consistent. We also compare the holder's photo printed in the visual inspection zone with the biometric image stored in the chip. And then we add another level of security by capturing a live selfie and matching it again with both sources, confirming that the person presenting the document is indeed its real owner. So, all this functionality is available through our integrated product. And that is why we can say that OCR Studio offers a multi-level passport scanning solution with NFC verification, bridging physical and digital layers for maximum reliability. When we design our products, we always think about how they can be seamlessly integrated into clients' environment. That is why we provide flexible packaging and various SDK options that cover the most common integration scenarios. Our technologies are delivered as lightweight, fully functional, and fully autonomous SDKs that can be embedded directly into the customer's infrastructure. For mobile applications, we provide SDKs for iOS and Android, enabling real-time document capture and verification directly on the device. For web environments, we offer browser-based SDKs that allow users to scan and verify IDs without installing any additional software. And for enterprise and for backend use cases, we provide server-side SDKs and APIs that can be easily integrated into existing infrastructure or workflow automatization scenarios. An important principle here is consistency. No matter what platform you choose, the functionality and accuracy remains the same. This approach ensures that our solutions adapt to the customer's needs. Whether it's a bank integrating document checks into its mobile app, or a public service which builds a secure online portal, or an enterprise automating, let's say, compliance workflows at scale in their backend infrastructure. We package our technologies as modular SDKs Clients can choose to integrate, for example, only MRZ recognition or combine it, for example, with full page recognition, RFID chip reading, and optical checks, let's say. Passports have always been and will continue to be an essential part of how societies manage identity, security, and cross-border travel. The fundamental idea, a trusted document issued by a government to certify a person's identity and nationality, is not going anywhere. At the same time, there is a strong demand today for paperless yet highly secure identity solutions. Users and governments want credentials that live on smartphones, which reduce friction, cut down on physical issuance, but still maintain trust and rigorous security. That need is pushing innovation. As an example, digital driver's licenses in Australia are now officially accepted. In the Middle East, one of the most advanced examples come from United Arab Emirates, which has launched UAE Pass, a national digital identity and signature solution. It enables registered citizens and residents to access many government services via a mobile app, sign documents digitally, authenticate themselves online. Recently, the country also introduced the UAE Digital Passport trial, targeted initially at GCC, the Gulf Cooperation Council citizens. If successful, the system will expand further to other residents, expatriates, potentially international travelers. How it works? The UAE Digital Passport uses cutting-edge biometric technology and encrypted QR codes that connect directly to official government databases. Travelers who enroll in the program will be able to store their verified travel credentials digitally, allowing airport immigration counters to instantly confirm their identity. Such solutions work well inside their own ecosystems, but the world does not yet have a single unified global standard for digital passport. That means a digital passport still will have to be presented for verification to a border control officer, to a person, or to a bank, for example, which does not have access to a universal system, or to an airline. And very often this presentation takes the form of a screen capture or even a photo of the passport app on the smartphone. In other words, even fully digital passports still have to produce a visual representation that needs to be read, checked, verified, just as the physical one. This is where OCR Studio technologies come in again. Our technologies can act as a bridge between the traditional world of physical documents and the new digital ecosystems. We make sure that however a passport's presented, as paper, as plastic, MRZ, RFID, or a digital image of a digital passport, it can still be scanned, understood, and validated securely. In the long run, when the world moves to fully digital identity exchange without any presentation step, our role will naturally change. But until then, OCR Studio provides the critical link that makes digital passports usable today in real-world processes. And we can show it to you. In practice, that means that this new UAE digital passport, which is in use today, is already supported by our system, and it can be scanned just as any passport and in the same way, and all the information contained within it can be extracted just as from any other physical version of the passport. This concludes today's webinar. If you'd like to explore our technologies further, visit our website, contact us via email, and be sure to test our publicly available demo apps, just as the one I showed you, which are published in the App Store and Google Play. You can also meet with us at the upcoming exhibitions. GITEX Global 2025, which will be held in 2 weeks in Dubai. MWC Mobile World Congress branch in Doha, which will be held at the end of November. And next year, the beginning of March, the Global Mobile World Congress, which will be held in Barcelona. We'd be happy to discuss your use cases and demonstrate how our products can help you achieve strong, reliable, and seamless passport verification. Thank you.